Hi, this is Gunnut226 with a fixed knife blade review here. Okay, first off, why did I buy this knife? Well, I bought this knife for utility purposes, basically. Typically not really into carrying a neck knife per se. There's a couple problems that I see with them. They like to bang around a lot around your neck. I really don't like carrying a lot of stuff around my neck. I don't wear necklaces or anything like that. Other problem is it really kind of shifts around. It doesn't really stay in one place very well on your neck. With that said, why did I buy this knife again? Well, the primary reason is utility. I'm going to use it mainly around the house or outside in the yard, in the garage, on the property, just for utility purposes. The one thing I like about this, it doesn't have to be used around your neck. It also has a pocket clip, or a belt clip rather. So we'll get into that in a little bit here. Here is the model number. It's HK-653. It's an Mtech USA neck lens. As far as the weight goes, it's not really a heavy knife. The blade itself is 2.8 ounces, which is not too bad for a knife like this. And the sheath is 1.1 ounces with this cord that I have attached to it. It came with this cord. This cord has a lot of elasticity to it, so it's not going to be really good for a neck knife purpose. It's gonna, if you try to take it out, it's going to bounce all over the place after you try to take it out. And I'll probably replace that with 550 cord if I decide to go with the neck option. So I'll have to see about that. So the total combined weight here is 3.9 ounces, which isn't too terrible. It has a pretty good feel to it. It's got a little bit of heft, but overall, it's not too bad, I guess. The blade type is it's 440 steel, 440 stainless. It's got a curvature to it, a reverse curve. Typically I don't like these kind of curves in the knife. They don't have a whole lot of use in a tactical scenario, but I do find that they're useful for cutting things open, maybe boxes, or cutting straps and rope, and just basically utility purposes, which is really why I bought this knife. So I think that's a good fit. The handle is basically a polymer or some kind of plastic. Not really sure what kind, but you can see it's a full tang construction, and the plastic is just around the outside of the knife, and it's bolted on with Phillips head screws, so you could easily take this apart and perform maintenance if required. I don't see any problems with that. I kind of like how the handle is set up. It's got a round finger hole in it, so you can really lock in your grip. I really like how you can really lock it in. There's no jimping or anything like that along the spine, but it's still pretty decent, especially if you're wearing gloves like I am currently. Which I'll be wearing some sort of glove, but maybe like a leather glove or something when I'm outside doing work in the yard. You can see here, it's handcrafted in China. Yes. So it's got to be quality. It's handcrafted, right? Here's it's Mtech USA. I guess they might have designed this in the U.S. and had it manufactured in China. Yeah, even on the box here it says made in China. So once again, I don't really usually prefer stuff that's made overseas. I like domestically produced stuff, but this was such a good deal I couldn't really pass it up. There are a lot of other neck knives out there. I did pick up a couple other ones. Maybe I'll do a separate review on those. But there are higher quality knives, neck knives out there for... I only paid $7 for this at a Big 5 on sale. But there are other higher quality options out there for just a few dollars more, like maybe $20, $30. You can get a really more high quality neck knife than this one. But just wanted to get this to thrash on and see how it holds up and performs for a low cost option. Here's the sheath. It's basically it's like a plastic polymer sheath. It's pretty cheap. It does have lashing capability to maybe a belt. You can thread your belt through here potentially. The one thing that I really did like about it is it has this clip. You can clip it on your belt or pocket potentially. But yeah, it really has some nice lashing capability, I think, with these holes and the slats in the sides. So that might be an alternative to maybe put it on my belt, which I might take advantage of. The other thing about the sheath that I have a criticism of right off the bat is it locks into place very well. Maybe too well, actually. And it's kind of hard to pull out. And the retention is accomplished actually by this screw right here. That screw actually retains it into the sheath. I don't know how well that's going to show up on camera. See if I can get some additional illumination on there. Here is the, you can see right here. You can see right here, it's is where the bolt goes on the knife, and it looks like it's already starting to wear away slightly. There's already a notch worn in the plastic from taking it in and out. So you can see here how it locks in. You can see that notch. It used to be nice and level before I started putting it in and out. And I've only done it a few times, really. I don't know if you can see down here. There's little pieces of black plastic all over the place on the table, and that's from this bolt rubbing against the plastic part right here, and it's just shredding. Not sure how that's going to hold up over longer term use, but I guess we'll see how that happens. We'll see how that works out. The overall quality appears to be pretty decent. It's a 440 stainless steel on the blade. It's got a nice grind on it. Looks like a kind of a saber grind. It came out pretty sharp from the box, so it's pretty decent. You know, I kind of like this blade right off the bat. Okay, sorry about that. My battery had died, and I need to join these clips, I guess. And so anyway, I just wanted to say, yeah, I really was attracted to this knife right off the bat because I like the design. It's got like a bear claw design, is what they call it, and it just looks cool. Felt really good in my hand when I was holding it in the store. And that's basically why I got it. The value of this knife is extremely high. This is a high value knife. Like I said, I got it for $7.99 on sale at Big 5. And the list price here is $29.99. Now, is it worth $30? Well, probably not. But is it worth $7? Well, I think it certainly is. So I think it certainly is a high value at $7, not such a high value at $30. So I'm going to take this, put it in my system that I use for outside on my property, and we'll see how that holds up and works out over time. And I'll try to give you an update on how robust it seems and how it wears, how well it sharpens. It's a 440 steel, so I think it'll sharpen pretty well. I don't anticipate any problems with it. And overall, it's a nice knife. If you have any other questions, give me a PM or a comment below. You can see my other knife reviews that I have on the sidebar over there, along with other reviews that I do periodically. Anything else? That's it. Thanks for watching.